It wouldn't let me type it in for some reason, so we'll just do it this way. Alright, so... Mic's down. Okay, so when we played this yesterday, I did the intro duel stuff, and we started work on a Trap Tricks deck. Offline, I was doing some more work on my more competitive deck, I guess. I learned how to make specific cards that I needed, which is nice. So we were able to kind of selectively build our deck a lot better. But we did this dual strategy thing yesterday, so we're just going to go ahead and take on these other two today. Hi, Sora.
Sora, how are you doing?
Use Emperor, Spell, and Traps for successful tribute summons. So it's playing Emperors and Monarchs, I'm guessing.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry, we just got back from a break.
Okay.
I'm trying to get situated with some Animal Crossing.
Escalation on the Monarchs.
Even Animal Crossing hurts. We might be switching over to marbles or something, okay? Because my fucking thumb. I thought it was just my masha thumb. No, it's my joystick and thumb. It's both, but joystick and thumb more than I realized.
In a world.
Good, finally be in a Zuma story earlier today. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm okay. I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and then I switched over to Genshin as if that was going to be any easier on my hands. It was not. It was not. So
I'm glad I did not read this.
I chose to switch over to Animal Crossing instead.
Kind of cool that they just give you like a full story mode to play through for specific archetypes and stuff. I've never really played. Oh, it's just setting it up. I've never played Monarchs before, so we will definitely need this practice. She's working on something, Sora, sorry. But yeah, she's okay.
Yeah, so there's a thing missing from
Tribute summons are successfully executed. You'll be able to use a range of effects. Take on your opponent level 5 and level 6. You can take out easy or level 8 that you can go for. Okay. I remember one of the main gimmicks is that Monarchs actually don't really use their extra deck very often.
A samurai helmet? I don't
We may be muting this music and playing our own, but...
Silly glasses.
Okay, so... What does Idea of the Heavenly Squire do? If it's normal or special summon a monster from your deck in defense, except this monster. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck. Card signal. Graveyard, you can target one of your banished spell traps added to your hand. Okay. And we will activate the effect, which will allow us to special summon one of these Eidos, the Underworld.
Oh my goodness.
So if this is normal or special summon during your main phase, you contribute summon a monster in addition to your normal set. You can banish, then target, special summon into defense. Okay, cool. So bring this out of the deck, and then this effect will allow us to extra tribute summon, which will let us tribute summon this level 8 monster we have in our hand. And when it is tribute summoned, we can target up to 3 speller traps on the field and destroy them, which is pretty powerful.
What you gonna look out? An outfit of mine. Oh. Yeah, I guess she just handed it to me, so I don't know where you can usually get it. But probably at, Abel's? Maybe? Yeah, I guess I don't know if they would sell it next since it's a helmet. Bonbon and Bun Bun. So cute. I like this cry every time.
Seems unnecessary to resolve all of these, but okay. Okay, Monarchs. Pretty cool deck. I like tribute summoning stuff, so having a deck that is like solely around that is pretty cool. I think I also actually have some pretty good Monarch support already.
Why are they giving me something I didn't know?
For unlocking locked chapters. Ooh, that's cool. Special summon Spell Striker and the Tricky to secure tributes for tribute summoned while utilizing Dark World dealings. Watch out for the Light Monarch. Okay. So I can either use the loner deck and get story mode chapters, it looks like, or my deck and actually start building the Monarchs.
Because there's less and less areas that they can actually
Can I do both?
Funny. Like, where do they go if there's nowhere for them to spawn?
Let's at least start.
Maybe it just doesn't let you fill it up all the way.
With trying to unlock the story mode stuff, I guess.
Spots.
Goldie looks so cute in Mom's sweater. I'm so glad I gave it to her.
It's precious. It looks so perfect with her coloring.
It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna regret giving an animal a Mom item, especially since they may just put it in their inventory and never wear it again. But Goldie loves that goddamn sweater.
She has been wearing it.
Okay. So this doesn't actually do anything right now, but once I start tribute summoning, I can add monsters from my deck to my hand, it looks like.
Did I already find the recipe?
That will also be helpful when I can actually tribute summon something.
Okay, let me go give these recipes to Luna, I guess. So I'm pretty sure Sierra already has
I didn't
these.
realize I had to use this first. Okay, I've never actually had Pot of Extravagance, so...
Beautiful. Okay. There are veggies that I will let Luna get.
Okay, so now I can use Pot of Extravagance.
Spot weapons I just want.
We'll just banish 6. I don't really care about this extra deck.
How are the purple roses purple? Like, they're such a different color than the other purple flowers. I'm not mad about it, but like...
So the one thing that sucks about the Monarch deck is I have 1, 2, 3, 4 level 8 monsters in my hand and no way to like get anywhere with them.
Well, I still got as many as I could out of it, so that's nice.
Yeah, because like these are level 8, so I need 2. So if I can get 1 monster on the board, oh, I'm in a better spot. Well, now I'm not in a better spot.
It's such... One Bun Jr. That'd be cute. Here's some more.
Fuck it. All the cards in my hand.
Oinkoid. Okay.
Okay, so first things first. Let's set this trap, and then I want to. I think that's the one I want to summon.
I also need to make money as.
And then I want to special summon that one.
Why don't we...
Okay. So summon idea, use this effect to search for something in my deck. And we're gonna search out this guy. And when this guy is special summoned, he allows me to do an extra tribute summon this turn.
I guess I didn't sleep very great last night,
so I can now use Monarchs Stormforth, which will allow me to tribute my opponent's monster right here. And which one do I want to summon? You can send 2 Monarch Speller Traps. Let's summon you first, using you as a tribute. And destroy both of these.
Yeah, I want to be cozy like a kitty and a blankie.
Okay.
Let's be specific.
And then let's go ahead and why is my turnover? I thought I could.
Because now I can't remember either.
I thought I could go farther than that. I thought I had another tribute summon that I could do.
Like streamer friends that we know and watch, you know?
Oh, I already used my normal summon, that's why. Okay, that makes more sense. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine.
Very fair. I mean, I guess we could look at...
No!
Following since June 29th, 2021.
If this card is in your hand, you can banish 1 Speller Trap. Tribute summon this card.
Like our anniversary.
What is it trying to say I can do right now? This card is tribute summon.
Especially during like It Takes Two. Because I feel like that's what we've been playing. I don't know. It obviously doesn't matter, but I was like thinking about it and I was like,
okay, so that's in my hand right now then.
So it's really not a big deal. Also,
okay.
I gotta say, seeing you chatting in Laura's chat while I've been lurking.
So these monsters are gone no matter what, but we're gonna go ahead and prime Monarch the Monarch Stormforth back. And what is?
I don't really think I chatted once today, but I was in there all day. Sometimes like tabbed out, you know. But every time I saw you chatting in there, I'm like,
This
oh,
one.
It's
a dark hole. Triggers anyway.
You know, that would check out. That would absolutely check out.
That's adorable. Okay. So luckily my opponent couldn't go any farther than that anyway.
In everyday outfit, I feel like what I'm wearing is a good everyday outfit.
Okay, what can I use in my graveyard right now? You can banish this from your graveyard, then target one monster with 800.
Yeah, I think this is a good outfit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Didn't even have to change.
And when this is special summoned, I get to
I always
float
forget
into
to use
something
it.
else.
It's like, oh, we have so many of them. Shortly after, hell yeah.
And then because I haven't actually summoned yet,
It's a very hat kind of hat. That made no sense, I'm sorry. A hat kind of hat.
okay. So, now that we got a Monarch on board, we're going to banish this card, and then can I banish another one? No. Okay. Oh, I could have targeted 2 cards if I wanted to.
What do we have here?
Why can I summon again?
I have them all already really, on this one. Oh, make that bonus. I think I have everything ready.
Okay, so now that I tribute summon Thestalos, I get to pick. Let's get rid of Monster Reincarnation, because that would have actually been kind of scary.
And then honestly, maybe we decorate Bunny's house right now because I'm just not a fan. It's all over the place.
Go to
And I don't
battle,
really know how it
and we're
works,
swinging
so we'll
for
find out how it
28
works.
and put him on a 1-turn clock here. Okay. This deck's a little complicated to use, but I think I get it. The main centerpieces of it so far seem to be this idea of the Heavenly Squire and Eidos the Underworld, because once you get stuff on board, it's a little bit easier. What can I do with this? You can banish 1 spell or trap immediately after this resolves tribute summon. Sure.
I do want one of these, but I want it in a different color.
Banish away. Oh, hey Max. How's it going? Hey everyone, I'm CEO. This is Bun.
Hi, welcome everybody.
We are chilling and doing some like story mode, I guess, of Master Duel. Birthday raid. Happy birthday.
Birthday
How's it going?
raid.
What were you
Happy
up to?
Birthday. I hope you've had a great birthday.
How's it going, Brandon, Golden Boy, Jade, Max? How's it going, Master Tank? Thank you. Factorio. How fun. Hey Connie. Hey Los Topos. How's it going? We were playing some Mario earlier, but then my hands got tired, so we switched over to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Our hands be hurting today. Are we
Yep.
okay?
Yep, I just used my hands a lot yesterday, so good to see you too. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for the birthday raid, by the way. It's much appreciated. Let's send this to the graveyard. And this to the graveyard. And special summon Zaborg. And face up attack. Okay. So, for those that don't know, this is the new free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh game that came out recently. I think it came out like last week. And we are playing through some of the story mode options that are there now. And basically just kind of working through how to play this loner deck that I was given for Monarchs, which are a fun archetype, but they're like tribute summoning based. I could probably go farther than this, but we're just gonna kill our opponent. Oh, never mind, I need to go farther than this. Alright, so we're gonna activate Trade In, which allows us to trade in this Ryza that we had in our hand for a couple more cards. Let's do it again.
Football, Packers, I don't really want to change the exterior, but I guess I can change the exterior too. That's interesting.
Just keep trading in. All we're doing is thinning out our deck right now, but hopefully we're getting to some better stuff here.
Once you have it in your mind, describe it. I'm not going to describe it.
So we're going to reveal this guy that our opponent clearly knows we have. And then we get to add Monarch Stormforth from our hand, which allows us to use our opponent's monsters or tribute summon. That's annoying.
Okay,
so now we are going to tribute summon, not using this. We're going to tribute summon using 2 monsters and get rid of our opponent's monster and this one.
It's nice that they give you the base design, but it also has some stuff that like I've given her too.
Yeah, so if you don't know what YGO is, basically it's a game where you just want to have a bunch of monsters with high attack on the board as fast as possible. All of these monsters that I have right now have effects in my hand, or when they are summoned onto the field properly, basically. Which is a little complicated, but basically just means that every time I'm summoning one of these monsters, I'm getting a weird effect on top of being able to summon stuff. Polymerization card is fraud. I duct tape my PS2 and PS3 card together. I think you just gotta try a little bit harder, and you just gotta kind of like smush them together like this. It's possible that you may just need 5 PS1s together, and it's just picky. I have heard of that before.
Just have them out for display.
Okay, cool. You do get to do both. Nice.
Okay, I think over here we need.
So I'm gonna go back and do this with. Can I do this with my hell overpowered deck? Yes, I can. So this is the deck that I made offline. To sort of compare. Ancient Yu-Gi-Oh, we'll call it, and more modern Yu-Gi-Oh. This is still like a couple years old of a deck, I guess. But basically, this is the deck that I built offline that I've been using to like actually battle people with online and stuff. So I don't want to speak ahead of myself too much because I don't know what my opening hand's gonna be, but it's entirely possible I just kill this person in one turn. So we're going to go ahead and start off with a quick launch. Quick launch allows me to special summon a monster from my deck, and all of these monsters have various effects, but most of their effects trigger either when I destroy them, from monster effects, or from when I've intentionally destroyed them. So now I'm going to dip into my extra deck and special summon this monster called Striker Dragon by sacrificing the dragon that I just pulled out of the deck. Striker Dragon has an effect when it's summoned this way to pull out an equip spell, or a field spell. called Boot Sector Launch. And it basically just automatically pulls it into my hand, and then I get to play it.
Honestly.
And Boot Sector Launch has its own fancy effects, where now I get to special summon a monster from defense. And we are going to Silver Rocket right here.
I don't know, I feel like Noki's just sitting here watching. It's kind of annoying.
And now we are going to use the second effect of Striker Dragon, targeting this monster, which is going to destroy it and allow me to pull out another monster from my deck. And as I'm targeting this with this blue card here, basically, this monster has an effect where I am basically able to destroy this card, which is going to happen anyway, and theoretically look through my opponent's extra deck and get rid of something, but they don't actually have an extra deck, so... but basically this would allow me to look through this deck that I have over here, pretty much, and banish and ban any one of these cards, and my opponent just can't use it for the game, which is pretty dumb. And now I get to actually summon. Let's go into the linger. Basically, pretty much using polymerization, but not actually having to use a card for it. I'm able to summon these two monsters together into this dragon, which doesn't actually have any effects right now, but basically allows me to destroy stuff, and if it's in the graveyard, it helps out later. So I can't attack this turn, but I do get to use Silver Rocket Dragon's other effect, since it was in the graveyard, and add... Let's add... let's add a Rocket Tracer. Okay. So, after all that, we have two monsters on board, an equip spell, and we're feeling okay. Add one, Gather Your Mind. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, we also have Call of the Haunted, which is basically a trap version of being able to bring back one of my monsters in hand. So... I'm actually going to use this opportunity to, since I'm losing both my monsters here anyway, I'm going to blow up this monster to pull out another one from my deck, which sounds silly, but I want monsters basically in here right now so I can bring them out easier. Let's pull out an Instant Rocket. I didn't say that right, whatever. So now if my opponent summons anything, I'll be able to basically use my field spell to bring stuff back. But since they didn't, I'm just going to go ahead and use Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted allows me to dig back into my deck, and we'll go ahead and grab... who do we want to grab? I'll use Silver Rocket because it's just good offense right now. And then, since a monster was special summoned to my field, I'm able to actually bring back this dragon. Right here. And since that dragon was summoned, you can see how silly modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is compared to the other ones. Because this deck just completely flows on itself. And basically anytime a monster is summoned, you're able to just bring stuff back. So that was all happening during the end of my opponent's turn, and now it's actually my turn. Which is silly. Yeah, so this deck in particular is a little ridiculously overpowered. Not even overpowered, there's much stronger decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! But this is a pretty good deck, all things considered. So I'm using this card to basically try to destroy two of my opponent's trap cards in the back, because I don't like having that much stuff back down there. Okay, so I think Raigeki break is gonna happen first. That's fine.
I'm trying to find out the thing to do.
Okay, so now I am going to do a thing called link climbing, where I'm basically going to use this monster and this monster to go into another link monster who is slightly better than the other one. Even though I'm slightly giving up like raw attack, this monster overall is a little bit better. So now I get to go to attack.
Over there?
What do I have set? Dust Tornado?
Oh wait, not
Okay.
not Seaview. Ocean Horizon.
Okay. So my opponent still hasn't actually set a monster this game. But I have summoned many. We'll go ahead and go to Magnum Rocket now.
Cute, because there's actually trees behind you too. That's adorable. Okay. I don't want these. Move.
Oh, my poor opponent didn't even have a monster to throw down. Oh, that is horrible for my opponent. Okay. So, now we are going to link climb. Oh no, I can't link climb farther. Why can't I go into Borload? Oh, because it needs 3. Okay, well, then we are going to special summon this. And I could link climb, but it kind of makes more sense to just...
Oh my god.
Yeah, it just makes sense to attack and win. Okay, so basically, you can kind of see the modern deck is a lot better about just like throwing out every single monster that it has. And all of these plays were legal because otherwise it wouldn't have like let me do it. But basically, the effect monsters of this deck interact with the blue monsters, and the blue monsters interact with these ones pretty well. You've been playing a few card games lately. Would you recommend this one? Oh, hey Cam, sorry I didn't see that you had popped in. Honestly, I've been really enjoying this. It is free to play, so like if you end up not really liking it, you can definitely like not really be super committed to it. And sort of backing out here a little bit. When you start up the game, you can basically choose to either duel people or go into solo mode. And if you go through the tutorial and duel strategy stuff, it like teaches you all the basics of like the summoning and stuff. I would maybe recommend looking up like super basics and stuff, because it doesn't teach you like what each card is and stuff. But this duel strategy is super helpful, and it actually unlocks a lot of the gems and stuff that you can use to buy cards and stuff. And you can buy, like if you don't know what to do for a deck, you can buy pre-made structure decks and stuff, and you can actually buy a couple of them. So if you need to like get the best cards out of each structure deck, you can. Or you can just buy like basically booster packs, pretty much. I actually have a couple of free packs that I can open now, so we'll just go ahead and open those up. But these ones are just ones that I've earned just from beating random people online. They're not very good, but you can actually get a pretty decent... Like, I haven't spent anything in this game, and I feel like that last deck that I had is actually like fairly competitive, honestly. So as long as you just kind of collect the money and then sort of look where is best to spend it for newer players. I'm not looking at any of these because there's not really anything here. These packs that I get from these things typically aren't very good, and they only have 2 cards, so I kind of just flip through them as fast as I can. I got a 7.
We put 2 of these here.
It's not a good card, but I got one. But yeah, I would. So one small thing I would mention is this game is complicated, and this game's been around for like 20 plus years at this point.
Things on them or just the clear ones?
I like the things with the lines on them.
Okay.
It makes it look a little bit more windowy, I think.
Okay,
But this game is pretty complicated. There's a lot of different summoning mechanics, and since it is a kind of old game that's been around for a while, it does take a little while to learn. But once it clicks, it's pretty fun. If it doesn't, don't feel bad about it, I guess, because I've seen a lot of people try to get into it and then just be overwhelmed about it. But I will say that the solo mode actually does a pretty good job of... We'll go ahead and go back into the solo mode and go back to like the story mode decks, I guess.
Okay, this looks cute though.
Oh, nice. And then basically, after having built, or having beaten like one or two of these people, you actually get the Monarch deck. Oh, that's adorable.
You cannot change the size of the room. He said that was like the one thing that we can't do.
How does it compare to Magic? So I'm gonna be honest, I've never actually played Magic. Magic's the one card game that I don't want to say I refuse to let myself get into, but it was not within my price range to get into when I was playing cards. And honestly, before last week, really, I didn't play YGO at all either because it was too expensive. But then I heard this come out and I saw a couple of people that I'd been following streaming, and I was like, oh, it actually looks pretty cool. And yeah, from what I've gathered from people who play both, there's similar complexities, I guess, where there is quite a lot that you can do with the game, and this, from what I've like heard, I guess, and this is all just like complete, I've listened to a couple of people talk on YouTube pretty much. Yu-Gi-Oh seems to be a bit more like explosive, I guess, where you can kind of really sort of just pop off every turn, whereas Magic typically has a little bit more focus, I guess. I'm not... Frogs.
That looks a bit better, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, no, we can't change the size of the room. I was hoping we could.
Oh shit, there's hella story modes. What? That's cool. Alright, so this is Elementsaber. I've never heard of or played this deck, so we'll be learning this one together. Once per turn, you can send an Elementsaber from hand to graveyard, then send one face-up once on the field, change it face-down defense. Once per turn, if this is in the graveyard, you can declare an attribute. This card becomes that attribute. Okay. This deck does not sound very good, but we'll figure it out together.
Oh, I see what you mean. I maybe want them like that, but I can't tell yet. So I will let you know. Or like I'll take you up on it if I don't want it like this. Oh, that goes weird. Okay, we're not gonna keep that there.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Also, I think I asked, but in case I didn't, how was Factorio and your birthday stream, by the way, Max? Hope you had a good day. So, I will say I appreciate that they've tried to make, like, story out of decks and sort of elaborate on, like, the lore of stuff a little bit. Because I actually have another one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games that I never really played very much, but I have the one for the Switch, and that one basically more followed like the anime sort of, where you would basically just like kind of follow a character's path through like a couple of battles or whatever, and you just played with their deck specifically. And I don't know how I feel about it, like in comparison to building story, like isolated stories around all of like the archetypes and stuff.
That's interesting for like a garage kind of room.
Elementsabers have effects that allow their attributes to be changed in the graveyard. When you have 5 Elementsaber monsters in the graveyard, you can use each of their effects to fulfill the special summon conditions for Element Lords, which is to have 5 monsters of the same attribute in your graveyard. Okay, I'm playing against other Elementsabers, which seems a little confusing. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this field spell card, Palace of the Elemental Lords, which will basically give my monsters an attack boost. And once per turn I can add a monster from deck to hand, but I skip the battle phase of my next turn, which is interesting. So I can add a monster from deck to hand and still attack this turn, but I can't attack next turn. And then once per turn, if a monster in my hand or field would be sent, I can send stuff from the deck instead. Birthday beat Super Mario 64 120 star on Thursday, finished Bloodstained, and did some Gunfire Reborn on Friday, and today I started Super Mario Sunshine Jet Multi-World. Wow, cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. That sounds like my birthday stream, honestly, where I kind of just did like everything that I've wanted to do recently. Add Elementsaber, Lapula Mana. Okay. So we're going to activate this effect, which is going to allow us to add any monster we want from our deck to our hand. It's specifically saying that I want to grab this level 6. Which is interesting, because I don't have the cards for that. Activate the effect you just added to your hand and perform a special summon? How?
Is that the 4 you're using? I might change it to a darker 4. I think this is going to be too light.
You can send 2 other monsters from your hand to the graveyard. I don't have 2 cards.
You know, before I can figure out what I'm doing.
Is there something in here that it's letting me summon? Oh, I can use this in combination with it. Okay, that was not very clear. So I'm going to use this, and it's going to allow me to basically discard 2 cards in order to special summon it. And with the field spell, that basically also allows me to send cards directly from my deck to my graveyard instead of having them in my hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon here.
Oh.
And here.
Destroy! How are you doing?
And that's going to allow us to special summon this. Depending on the attribute of the Elementsaber sent to your graveyard, Lapula Mana activates powerful effects to protect you and your monsters when special summoned. Palace of the Elemental Lords also has an effect that increases your monster's attack and defense depending on the attributes. Okay, this is a complicated deck. Enjoy the lurk, Max. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you for the raid. Happy birthday again. And take it easy.
Especially having these in the front, it's kind of a lot.
Activate the effect of Nalu from the graveyard and change its attribute. So I'm going to want to change...
You don't even need that. It's just all windows on this side.
I want to change its attribute to...
I don't know.
Well... What do I want to change it to?
I don't like this side, so...
Probably not targeted by card effects, right? Okay, so I want to change it to light or dark. And then since I haven't done a normal summon yet, I am able to summon Malo. What does Malo actually do? Once per turn you can send a monster from hand to grave. Send one from your deck to grave. Once per turn, if this is in the graveyard, you can declare an attribute. Okay. And then I can only use the deck from stuff once per turn. Okay. So, attack over that. And then for exact 21. Okay. Elementsabers seem a little complicated, but I think we figured them out. Alright, so let's go ahead and give Elementsabers a shot in an actual battle. It seems like I have to prioritize having the field spell out as early as possible. And we already have it in our deck, which is nice. Okay. So this can be special summoned by having exactly 5 in grave. And when it is special summoned, you destroy all monsters. Okay.
Can you put a color in front of a window? You can. I don't see why not, at least.
Yeah, so I think I want to summon Malo first. And then
I like the white wood, but
maybe should have added from deck to hand first.
the white fridge is kind of light.
Okay, so I can special summon.
Oh, I missed what you said, Lemons. I'm sorry. Did you make the
No, I think I can just send any of these, right? Yeah.
With the door.
So let's send you.
Oh, you know what it does? I didn't love that though.
And you.
Let me see. Oh, it does. Yeah, I don't love that. I wish that it didn't do that. And mostly I'm gonna focus, I think, on getting this in here.
Okay, so I mean that's some pretty decent setup, all things considered. Oh, countered. Welp. Hard countered, Jesus.
I don't know if she's gonna have anywhere to sleep if I do this like this.
Okay, so how many monsters do I have in here?
Okay,
One,
you know what?
two,
Maybe we don't need that
three,
pillar there.
4, 5, 6. Okay. So
Oh no, we do, because otherwise it's empty.
okay, so I want to.
We need to give her a spot for her bed. So
What do I need? 5
I
earth
guess it's gonna have
monsters.
to go back here.
I have no earth monsters. Let's return.
Of course.
Okay, so we're gonna activate the effects of all of these and make them earth. I see now that I was supposed to add different Elementsabers. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. This deck's a little tedious. So now that I have 5 earth monsters in deck, I can special summon this bad boy in face-up attack mode. Since I special summoned him, I get to use the effect to special summon something else, and I guess we're probably just gonna go with the other Elementsaber. I have a fusion deck. Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, my opponent has 1 turn to basically get rid of something. That was pretty tame, all things considered. This needs 5 light monsters. How many do I have? None. Okay. So, same thing as before. We are going to activate 5 of these and change them to light. And then we'll get to special summon the other big guy from our hand. Special summon. Boom. Activate the effect and destroy all my opponent's monsters. There's nothing I can... Okay, that's not worth it. This extra deck's not very good. That's fine. Attack. Attack. Hey! 1 shot. Let's go. Okay.
I don't know.
This deck's pretty cool. It's not my favorite, but
Well,
it's pretty interesting at least.
why is everything so far over? It's because I added the color. So this is Bunny's house, so it's very serious. Oh yeah, I need to change the floor. The floor is too light for what we're doing. Let's see the dark herringbone. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay, so that was pretty interesting, I guess. Can't say Elementsabers are like my favorite deck, but it is always pretty interesting to learn how to play an entirely new one.
Trying to figure out the best place to put like a bed in the living area. I wanted to put like a in between there. Shit, this is not working. I want it to.
Alright, so let's pop back into our Borreload deck. The Borreload Rockets, I guess. And again, this deck is significantly faster. So this game shouldn't take quite as long.
How did I have this before? Like this?
Whew. Quick launch off the top, let's go. Alright, so first things first, let's try to smash and ground away one of my opponent's monsters. Nice. Next, we will quick launch. Because spoilers, that negative effect doesn't really matter in any way, shape, or form.
This one's gonna work.
We are going to go into Silver Rocket. Silver Rocket allows us to go into our Link 1 Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon allows us to search out our field spell.
I don't know how to make it work how I want it to.
Field spell. Activation allows us to special summon 2 rockets in face-up defense mode. So we'll summon Ass Rocket and summon Rocket Tracer. Yo, Mike with a raid. Hi everyone, I'm getting all the raids tonight. How's it going? I'mCio, this is Bun. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! How's it going, Azula, Chromie, Mike? Hope y'all are doing well. We are in the middle of playing a kind of complicated combo deck, so I guess to take a quick step back. Hi, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's complicated. Thank you for the follow. Basically, we are in the middle of playing a card game where we are trying to vomit out as many monsters as possible onto the board. And we have some pretty cool ways of being able to do that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to activate Striker Dragon, which is going to allow us to destroy this rocket that we just summoned. Destroying this rocket is going to allow us to add another monster from our deck to our hand. And because this monster is being targeted, we're actually able to use its effect to target this guy and make him unable to attack us. And its effects are negated. And because we have a rocket
See,
on
let's play
board.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yes.
Yes, I am. Because I have a rocket on board, we're able to special summon here.
Is there any Yu-Gi-Oh games? Yeah, I feel like
Yes,
it just came out.
Momo. Last week, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel came out. It's a free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Alright, so this goes into
I'm
here.
designing bunnies
What is my deck?
once.
So it's a little out of date, but actually, if you want to look
It's based
specifically,
off of this design.
it's basically rockets, where I can link climb into Borlo
Loosely
Dragon.
based, but based off of it.
Okay, so I can actually only summon one Absoluter Dragon per turn, so that's fine.
Okay.
Do I want to... Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to use Rocket Tracer's effect to destroy the Absoluter Dragon.
Like this. You wanna put
Yes.
it over here.
And then we are going to special summon another Silver Rocket. Here. Activate the effect of the Absoluter Dragon we just destroyed to add another dragon. It's all one turn, by the way. And then, believe it or not, we have actually not used our normal summon yet, so we are going to go ahead and use that now to bring that monster onto the board. And now, we should be able to link climb all the way up into... I'm going to go Borload. Yeah, we'll go Borload. We will send every monster we just summoned to the graveyard for a very, very dramatic summon of a Borlo Dragon. Last Yu-Gi-Oh game you played was a PC game where you lost to Kaiba a lot. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh has evolved slightly since then. Is the easiest way to put it. So I get to use Borlo effect to lower this monster's attack by 500. That's a permanent effect, but doesn't really matter because I'm just going to go in and attack anyway. Start a damage step. You can place this monster in his zone at this point. No, I don't want your shitty Elementsaber. Margot, hi. Thanks. It's been going pretty well so far. We're going through the story mode, and basically we're alternating playing with the loner decks and then playing with my much stupidly better deck. Okay, so we get to end all of this turn with a Link 4 monster, a very powerful dragon, an effect in hand, and another dragon. What happens if I... Okay, so I could look through my opponent's extra deck, but they don't have one. So instead I'm just going to quick effect, lower this attack by 500 before the end of the turn, so I can do it again.
Wait. She's so funny.
Oh my god. This deck is so stupid. Alright, so now we're going to quick launch, which is another spell where we just get to summon something from our deck. We are going to... Is there a rocket that's worth going into? Let's go Rocket Tracer. And then because I have a dragon or a rocket on board, I'm able to special summon this to here. Do I want to do anything else? Not yet. Okay. So, now we can go into... Oh my god, are we going to get both Boral Sword and Borload on the board? Let's go into Savage Dragon, actually. Okay, so now we get to do a different summoning method entirely called Synchro Summoning, which is basically the same thing as Link Summoning, but you have to match up levels and stuff. And we're going to go into another Borload. So this dragon is similar to the other one. You can equip a Link monster. Let's do that. We'll equip Striker Dragon right here. And this is an Absoluter, right? Okay. Okay, this is probably fine.
Oh, what was it you forgot?
Probably fine. This is such fucking overkill. There's no doubt that this is fine. Okay, so let's lower this by 500 again. Because Borla Dragon is stupid. Attack. I don't want your dumb dragon.
Sorry, I'm like really
And then attack with Borla for game. Okay. Oh, never mind. Holy shit. Okay, so this opponent was trying to save itself by summoning a monster, but because Borreload's so good, I just get to negate and destroy that effect, and go through with my attack anyway. This deck is so dumb. Holy shit. So that's the deck I've been working on offline. That was basically it at 100% full power, where literally everything I wanted to do, I got to do. But let's go back to some simpler decks. Okay, so it looks like we can play Gemknights or Demise King of Arctic. I don't know what this deck is. Let's do Gemknights.
What does it look like?
Okay. So this deck that we're about to battle with should be much slower than the deck that we played with. Momo, this should be a little bit more in line with the Yu-Gi-Oh that you were used to playing, I guess. Because modern Yu-Gi-Oh is a little fast, to say the least.
It's so hard to get in focus. I can't figure out like a leaf stool or something. And then the desk is like...
There's like a weird flicker on this that I don't like. So we're just going to click fast. Actually, so it's Level and Gemknights. So this is actually going to be a fairly fun deck, I think.
I don't know. I try not to copy stuff like completely if I'm using it as inspiration, but sometimes you want the same thing.
So let's learn Gemknights together. This is coming out cute.
Leaf stool is part of the tree's bounty set. Thank you. What is the tree's bounty set? Where do you get it?
Okay.
Oh my god, I didn't switch back.
So Gemknight gives you the chance to duel with lots of different fusion monsters. When Gemknight fusion is sent to the graveyard after it's been used, you can add it back to your hand by banishing a Gemknight from the grave. Use that effect once you've gathered your fusion so you can summon multiple times. Okay. So this is actually going to be a good segue from the deck that I just had where I just like vomited out a million monsters on board. Where I am going to be able to do a decent amount of that, but on a much slower scale. So, since we've drawn this card, Gemknight Fusion, we're able to basically fusion summon this specific Gemknight using, I guess, these two specifically. So, what we're going to do is we're going to activate this, which allows us to use monsters from your hand or set at the field as fusion materials for a fusion monster. So we're going to target this one using these two. And face up attack. And then I'm going to use the effect of this card from the graveyard, sort of similar to what we did with Elementsabers, where I'm going to activate this card, and then by banishing one of the fusion materials that I just used, I'm able to add that fusion card back to my hand.
Oh, I want it too. It looks so cute.
Which now means I'm basically able to fusion summon using the monster that I just made And one in my hand
Let
to make Gemknight Ruby.
me over here.
Okay. How do I win this turn?
Where is
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's how. Okay. So what was that effect? Let me read that, actually. Hold on, let me read.
there?
When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. Oh. Nice. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how.
So I guess since I changed that to a black wallpaper, can I change these to black? Let's see.
Okay, so let's go ahead and try an actual battle with this deck, see how it plays, and go from there. I like doing these little story modes online though, because I feel like it is sort of getting me more well versed with different archetypes, which is nice. Unfortunately, I feel like I have no idea like what I am actually.
No.
Degusto Emerald.
That stool really has any room. I think I have more room with this original design. Or
For
maybe it was more like over like this to where you could still squeeze through.
Gemknight Lapis. And one Gemknight monster. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna activate this weird fusion spell, adding. I guess we'll add a Garnet to hand, and then.
I think back here might need to be the bedroom, and then the front can be like the desk area.
Why am I special summoning?
Let's see.
I mean,
so good TTS,
yes?
like, hell yeah.
Oh.
It's always so silly.
Duh.
I appreciate you. Use a blast of your bitnies on me. So you're enjoying the drum cover of Hot Drinks. It was fire, wasn't it? It was. It was so good. It was so good.
Okay, so let's try to go for Gemknight Master Diamond, I guess.
I don't know if the desk will fit.
Oh, shit, I should have used Unexpected Dive first.
It'll be alright.
I lost out on a monster for really no reason, but that's okay. I guess I'll have protection if my opponent is able to get rid of this. Which, they can't. Okay.
Wood then instead of... Let's see. I'm all over the place.
Alright, let's Regeki. And then...
Llamas, Mike posted it in the music channel in Discord. Yeah. Anyone else wanted to see it? Where's Discord? I mean, I guess you could post it in the chat too if you wanted to.
Let's go. This is probably early for this, but whatever. We'll go ahead and ask Monster Reborn, the monster that we just Regeki'd away. So that's on our side. Oh.
I think that matches like the table and stuff.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay, cool. I was trying to get it to match like the black of the wall, but I don't know. I think if I do the white one, it's like too much white.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess we're just going to attack what's in front of us. Okay. And next turn, they should be dead.
Oh, do I have to put like a workbench?
There you go.
Let me put the workbench there.
Alright, that was pretty straightforward.
100 always gets me going, hell yeah. Also posted the video because it's Discord and out of him because why the fuck wouldn't you? It's motherfucking Hot Drinks, right? It is his song. You can't hear Hot Drinks without thinking of Kez. Where is the damn
I'm gonna skip through this because this background seems to be like flickering for some reason. It's like specifically only that fire one, but
I'm still trying to find this desk that I don't have. I'm like, maybe it's in here somewhere.
am I getting packs for these or am I just unlocking them to buy? Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, I have a lot of stuff to unlock here. Nice. Alright. Let's go back and finish this one with our deck real quick before we get too far. That'll unlock.
Do you like it on that side of the counter or on the other side that it was on?
I like it on that side.
On this side?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it makes it more flush.
Makes it look like a bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back to playing with the complicated deck, so we should be through this hopefully pretty soon. We don't have like the greatest opening hand, honestly, but I think we have enough to work with.
You guessed a Juicy Slice. I can't get over it. It's too good of a song. I think the yellow could look good. This is very much a little studio apartment.
I didn't actually get to show off this one-time passcode card last time, actually. So one-time passcode is actually just going to be summoning a security token for me, which is basically just acts as like a normal monster, pretty much. Do I have a rocket engrave? I do. Okay, so I'm going to use the effect activation to destroy this.
This is cute. Okay.
Target
we'll
this.
that.
I guess I didn't really need to do that, but whatever.
Be-
Use the effect of this. I mean, I guess I did if I wanted specifically a rocket on board.
Something? I don't know. The thing that I'm using for inspiration is like the main room of a person's house, you know? So it's a bit bigger and it...
Yeah, this Belligerent Dragon is a better link too for me to go in than what I had before.
It has other
Belligerent Dragon.
rooms, you know? Let's just go up.
There you go ahead and set a Mystical Stage, Side Typhoon. Keep Maxi in my hand. I don't think my opponent's going to be special summoning a ton this turn, but if we do, we get to discard this card from our hand, and then every time they special summon, we get to add a card. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Play through it.
Oh, I think I can. Okay.
Give me cards. I want cards. I think a fusion summon counts as a special summon.
Whatever for this.
So I actually get to activate the effect of this
Okay.
because it didn't attack me and just destroy it, which is pretty nice. Oh, and it takes burn damage? Nice, I didn't know that. That's funny. Okay.
It's above Wendy's own website. That's great. We have one.
So we are going to Call of the Haunted
We have one.
back. Magna
I
Rocket?
need to walk up to that and
Yeah.
open it, though. This is a lot of yellow. You know what? I'm gonna take that blue.
And now we can climb up into Trip Burst. Actually, I guess for right now, it's probably better just to have the two monsters.
That blue is nice. No, I think we do need a light wood for that.
MST actually did something. Let's go. So, MST seems like it's a really good card because it targets a spell or trap and destroys it. But the problem is that it doesn't really like do anything with it if it's just like a really quick to use like if it's just a like spell card that's just being used, like the Smash and Grind in my hand for instance, it wouldn't like do anything. But because it was Call of the Haunted and specifically needed to like stay on the field for that monster to be reborn, it actually did a lot.
Is it like only clothing and stuff? There's like hats and stuff. Let's see.
Opponent's gonna have 100 life points left. Come on. Biggest comeback of the century. Let's go.
give her a little crowd.
Twasn't a comeback.
I forget that they always go on like a head like that. Okay, my question remains.
Not necessary. Oh wait, it is necessary. No, it's not. Okay, whatever. I thought I could link Climb into Borreload, but I think I needed to not have Gaia. I think it had to be an effect monster. Could use a better Link 3, I guess, because that's like the one part where that combo kind of fell apart.